Why do all-in Tesla stock investors such as Dave Lee and Stephen Mark Ryan from Solving the Money Problem, including me, why are we not in Tesla stock with all of our net worth? We are basically just all in with our stock portfolio, which is different. For example, Stephen Mark Ryan, he also owns real estate. Dave Lee also owns quite a bit of real estate. Now in his stock portfolio, at least from a year ago in the video that he made, he said that about 95% of his holdings are in Tesla stock. And for me, the only stock I own in my stock portfolio is Tesla stock, which I really call Tesla stock portfolio. And all of them make their positions very clear, I believe. So this is not a criticism. I really like Dave Lee. I really like Stephen Mark Ryan from Solving the Money Problem. This is definitely not a criticism, but this, I believe, is really the main reason. And if it is different, then I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think it is? But here's what I think. And this is for me personally why I'm not all into Tesla stock with all of my net worth, only with my stock portfolio. And there is another reason, which I'll share with you in a moment for myself, but this is a big one. A recent study by McKinsey found that the average lifespan of companies listed in Standard & Poor's 500 was 61 years in 1958. But today it is less than 18 years. McKinsey believes that in 2027, 75% of the companies currently quoted on the S&P 500 will have disappeared. I believe Elon Musk is a genius. I believe Dave Lee, Stephen Mark Ryan from Solving the Money Problem also believe, both of them, that Elon Musk is a genius. However, there have been instances of things changing completely, and I am a big fan of history. And anytime when you see an asset where a lot of people, especially majority of the people, think it's invincible, then you get the tulips. And if you are not familiar about the tulips, you really should be. And for those of you who are, that sounds like touche, but it's possible. Hey, look, I put money into Tesla stock. I am a big bull. This is not a criticism of a Tesla stock. I'm just saying, you look at this map of Europe in 1450. You think countries never change? Oh yeah, really? This is where I'm from. The country I'm from, it's called Lithuania. In 1450, it was basically the single biggest country in Europe by land size. And now when you look at the map, Lithuania is one of the smallest countries in Europe. Look how small it is compared to, let's say, Poland even, or Germany, or France, or the UK. It is tiny. And this is after Germany and Moscow and Russia, really, throughout history, deciding multiple times to just make Lithuania completely disappear from the map. So it's actually more crazy than it appears. And you could say, but man, that was so long ago. Was it 1450? That's like 5 or 6 people ago compared to how long one person could live right now, basically. I don't think it's that long ago. So if this thing, and when you look at almost any country, the same will be true. The borders are so different now compared to just not that too long ago. If this thing that is supposed to basically remain constant all the time still changes, and even in the last 30 years, and right now there's something going on in this area of the world, and this is going to look vastly different. I mean, really, Google Maps should update a big part here already. This is going to change. Something that basically should be always constant. Also, in Dave Lee's case, I believe that he's constantly looking for that next 10x company that he could invest with similar risk to return ratio. That's also why he dabbles in other stocks. And that's why he doesn't own only Tesla stock in his stock portfolio, but most of it is Tesla stock, about 95% of it. But for me, this is really the big reason why I don't have all of my net worth in Tesla stock. I don't think it's true for most other Tesla stock investors, but it's the main reason for me. For me, I am planning to be a billionaire. If things keep going like how they are going, even if things go much worse than how they are going, if I just do math and if I just live long enough, I will get to that goal. However, in the book, The Self-Made Billionaire Effect, they describe that you would think billionaires and extremely wealthy people would take a lot more risks, but turns out while they do take those risks, they always have this very close return to risk ratio. They pay a lot of attention to that. And if that ratio does not make complete sense, they don't do it. So they actually, it turns out, they are a lot more focused on the worst case scenario than on the returns. And for me, I am also planning what happens if Tesla stock goes down to zero or loses like 90% of its value. I have a plan already laid out. So for me, I have, and I believe this should really be the case for most people that want to get rich, make a lot of money, make millions, tens of millions of dollars. You should have two plans. One is you are going after, and this is only if you decided that you do not want to be an employee, which by the way, employees on average make more money than business owners. You can look it up. It's wild. So most people should not really start a business. They should just stay an employee. But if you decided that you want to start a business, I believe you should have two plans. One is the get rich guaranteed plan, and the other one, get rich not slowly plan. I like not slowly word a little bit better because it emphasizes the meaning of that plan a little bit better. Fast, I don't know about that, but not slow, I think we can definitely do that. So I have a get rich or become a billionaire not slowly plan, which involves Tesla stock, and then get rich guaranteed plan basically to that $1 billion level. And I don't want to live my life and be like, I read so much history and I read so many cases of companies just collapsing even when they were in the front. I mean, think about GM. It used to be the company. You look decades ago, whoa, what happened? So many examples in every single industry, basically, companies get disrupted, things change completely. And car companies go broke all the time. That's super common. And it's a very competitive industry as well. And I know we all believe Elon Musk is a genius, but everyone, when I went to school, I grew up in a very small town, just 5,000 people. So then I went to school. I never thought of myself as actually smart, but everyone kept telling me, oh, Matt, you're smart, you're smart, you're smart, you're really good at math. I never really thought of myself as smart, which one of the things that I believe helped me make money is thinking that I'm not as smart, because then I work harder. But then I went to a math camp. There are kids from all over Europe. Some of them were from Poland. I saw the smartest of the smartest of the smartest of the smartest of the smartest math kids. And with those kids, I could sort of like make myself not look completely embarrassed. I could do that, but I could not beat them. That was just out of the question. The level is just different. And when I saw those smartest of the smartest ones compete, even the ones that you would think they would beat the other ones, the other one comes up with something like that, and then boom, you have a new champion. Happens all the time. Do you think there's no way there's going to be another genius starting another company. It doesn't have to be a car company, because remember, for Tesla, it's part of it is a car company, but a big part of it is going to be AI, full self-driving, of course. Are you 100% sure that there's not going to be another genius thinking of new stuff that is going to come to fruition? I am betting it's not going to happen. But is the chance zero? I don't think so. And having witnessed those crazy smart nerds who are probably still single 15 years later, but who will never be beaten by, in math by me probably, but there's going to be other guys smarter than them eventually. Are you really betting that no one is ever going to beat Elon? Also, remember, people get old. People make mistakes. Even the smartest person can make mistakes. However, I believe in investorpreneurship strategy where you basically pretend that you own the company and you're betting on basically the smartest person in the world. You could say, if you believe Elon Musk is the smartest engineer and the smartest businessman. And if it doesn't work out, that means even the smartest person in the world cannot make it work. So even if Tesla stock goes down to zero, I'll have zero regret. But I do want to plan for the worst case, and I don't want my plans to be interrupted. And hey, look, if, for me personally at least, there's not much of a difference if I end up being worth, let's say, I don't know, 10 billion versus 2 billion, let's say. I don't see much of a difference in that. It's still a multiple billions. And if Elon did not own Tesla stock, a lot of it, if most of his net worth was not in Tesla stock, I don't know if I would be so bullish. I know he's very smart, and I just look at what people do and not so much at what they say. And Elon Musk still has money in Tesla stock. Moment he gets out of it, I will reconsider my position. But here's one way to almost surely lose most of your money, at least over a long term, is to believe you are smarter than everyone else. Anything I approach, I'm just assuming everyone else is smarter than me. Everyone else knows something I don't know. Everyone else has something figured out that I am missing. So I am planning everything extremely carefully so that even in a worst case scenario, I still win. If you want to lose your money in investing, just think you're smarter than everyone else. Just think you're really smart. Just think you're the genius of investing. And you will probably lose all your money because you will bet all your money onto something that is not going to work eventually. So plan for that bad case scenario, and that case, if everything goes well, you win. If things go wrong, you still win. So Dave Lee and Steven, I believe they realized that there's a tiny possibility that something could completely blow up in a bad way, although extremely unlikely. And that's why they don't have all of their net worth in Tesla stock. Now, if you are thinking about going all into Tesla stock, there are 8 things that you have to really consider before going all in. I made a video. You can click on it right here. And if you watched it already, maybe watch it again. Might not be a bad thing because those things are quite important. And if you go all into something, you have to really know everything. Thank you for watching.